Now entering Nerdist.com.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
How's everybody doing today? Thanks for
pretty good. Thanks for asking.
Oh, thank you, Dan. Thank you.
I'm speaking as the listener.
The listener. Okay. Well, you sound very much like my co-host Dan. Listener.
Oh yeah. Well, I've been practicing.
This is another episode of Today We Learn.
Great podcast. Love it. Good
52,
stuff.
ladies and gentlemen.
1 year.
Not, we've made it a year.
We did it.
We're
going to States.
Happy year, Dan.
Yeah. Happy year, man. It's been fun.
Yeah. It's been fun.
Yeah.
This is a very fun episode.
Yeah, I think you guys are really going to dig this one. Usually we have one guest, but today we said, you know what? What's
two.
better than one? Two. Two guests. This is a
fun podcast record. We're talking about podcast. I want to give a good shout out to our friends also on the Nerdist Network. What's New with Christian Spicer? They recently gave us a shout out.
Oh, really?
On the podcast. So yeah, it's I was talking to Christian. It's like, we're on the same network. We should kind of try and help promote each other and help get listeners over there. So if you really love stand up comedy and you like the math and the science behind it, What's New with Christian Spicer is a great. They sit down with comedians and talk about.
Don't they have comics try out new sets, record that, then they talk about the process afterwards?
Exactly.
Yeah, so they say you should never cross the streams, but what the hell do they know?
Crossing.
This is podcast country.
So it's a really fun podcast. If you like comedians and stand-up comedy, check out What's New with Christian
and if
Spicer.
you don't, what's your deal?
Yeah.
Get some better interests.
Yeah. But enough talking about other people's fucking podcasts.
Let's talk about our fucking podcast.
This is a very good episode. We got some very fun friends of ours. Khail Anonymous, you've seen him on Machinima. You've seen him on Twitter. You've seen him on the Geeky Awards. You've seen him. He's all over the place on the net.
Yeah, check out his YouTube channel. You will like what you see there. And his Twitch channel.
Khail Anonymous, Twitch. Yeah, he's
Twitch is, I think, /powerful stream.
Yeah. And also we got a very, very talented actor friend of mine, Cameron Jebo. He's on the new season of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Super Megaforce, and he's been on a few episodes of Disney Channel Austin and Alley. It's a really, really talented and fun guy.
But now they're finally appearing together in one place.
Yeah.
This here podcast. But you already knew that. You already downloaded it. You can read, presumably. Or maybe you can't. Maybe you can't read.
Maybe it's...
And this is how...
Yeah, maybe it showed up in Braille. And
in which case, I'm going to be honest, we're out of our depth.
We're out of our depth.
We're not ready for this.
Listen, if you guys haven't fast-forwarded like I do most of the time, then thank you guys for that.
Yeah.
And
the point being, thank you guys for a year of listening to us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we got a great fun year coming up. We got some big guests and some fun guests as well. Not there's no guest too big or too small, and it's whatever that means. But
we actually that's not true. We have if you were under 4 feet, you were not allowed to be on this podcast. It's for safety. I don't make the rules.
You must be this
It's an
tall.
iTunes thing. Read the fine print.
This tall to record like a roller coaster. Anyways, so thank you. We really appreciate you listeners for sticking with us a year and telling all your friends about us. And here's to another year with us. And thank you guys for that. And I guess without further ado,
Today we learn number 52 with Khail Anonymous and Cameron Jebo.
Today we learn. Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds.
Simpsons did it as everything.
Speaking of Simpsons, I just read today that Lassie has more episodes than The Simpsons.
Disputable.
By 20 episodes or so?
Okay.
Like 571 to 552 or something.
Is that the one that has the most episodes?
Currently, they have I don't know how many they have currently,
that should have been
with
TIL.
this season, but The Simpsons.
It was on TIL.
The Simpsons marathon just started. This will be coming out Monday. So the Simpsons marathon started on last Thursday, and FXX is airing
every
nonstop.
Episode in chronological order.
Every episode that is currently as old season, 522 episodes of The Simpsons in order.
Yeah.
So you've gotten no sleep this week.
Well, it starts this Thursday.
So I bought
it starts in the future, but it'll be the past by the time people hear this.
You will have gotten no sleep starting.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
But
may join you.
I just looked it up. The most episodes of any television program
ever
ever is Guiding Light, the soap opera, 15,762. Because they just churn that out like
every day of the
5
year.
days a week.
Yeah.
Wait, what's Guiding Light?
It's a soap opera, kind of like followed by As the World Turns, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives. Like they all
The
have.
soaps have tons of episodes.
They all have over
There's just
10,000
like-
episodes.
Yeah, because they're daily. They're 300 episodes a season.
Those shows keep people alive, like old people. Like that's the only. If it ended, they just die.
Yeah. Well, my program's done.
It's
So am I.
It's like at the end of Soylent Green, if I remember correctly, where Heston's sitting in that chair and they watch like the heavens. They watch like everything that used to be. Remember? Do you guys remember that movie where at the end it shows them like grass and like throwing footballs or whatever, and then they die a peaceful death knowing what life used to be? It's like old people. Like that's their
Days of our lives.
Days of our lives, and they die.
I need to watch that movie again because I
Super
don't remember that
depressing.
scene.
Yeah. Also to look forward to.
If they're going to remake a movie, Soylent Green would be a good one to remake.
Well, they got that new product that just came out. Have you guys heard about Soylent?
Yes.
Like
It's
this
a meal replacement.
Yeah, it's a synthetic, basically shake that you drink, and it's designed to replace all of your daily meals. It is.
You spend no time eating.
It's an open source nutritional drink. Like a group of engineers got together. They researched what the human body, what kind of nutritional requirements it needs, and together they engineered this.
Is it green?
No, it's like a pale, like milky,
Red
whitish
Bull and
color.
Viagra.
Okay.
It's like-
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's right next to all those weird little boner pills at the gas
Yeah,
station.
Sure.
But it has pretty much everything you need. They kickstarted it, raised $350,000, and started producing it. And they
some
named it
fitness
Soylent
people
after
are-
Soylent Green.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I would do that
Yeah,
shit. Like,
Absolutely.
Not ever.
I'd do it.
I'm
I would do
intrigued.
it
I would
every
try
day. I would
it.
see how
I
long
would-
I could go and never have to eat anything ever.
Do you know how much? As long as it's cost effective,
Yeah, if it's cost effective.
I would do the fuck out of that because eating takes up time, sleeping takes up time. If there was a way to replenish my body of nourishment from sleep,
yeah,
is
yeah.
there liquid sleep?
It turns you into a vampire.
Yeah, it's called Red Bull.
Yeah, it's True Blood. You're just asking for
Yeah,
True Blood.
no, what they
I
I
didn't
think
want to say that.
You said it.
I don't want to say
You
it.
said it.
I've never seen an episode. I've only seen 2.
I
I have
see
a close friend on it, and I still haven't watched it.
Did you tell
So I
them?
feel-
Did you tell them that?
Her. I haven't told her.
Okay.
Here's the
But-
deal.
I should have guessed.
So
Yeah.
if you're listening, you know who you are.
Yeah.
He'll watch an episode between now and Monday.
Right.
Maybe.
I kind of have to now.
Yeah.
I admitted it.
Don't be silly. Nobody listens to this podcast.
Yeah, except no one from True Blood.
Nobody from True Blood.
We blocked their IPs.
All right. Well, we're having a good time here. Let's introduce everybody. While our listeners are here, we've been rolling. This is some gold. You know what they say? Leave it for air or whatever. I don't know the fucking thing. I'm not a
They
scientist.
say air it out.
air it out.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do everything Razzle does.
Just been airing it out.
Yeah, just letting it all hang.
Let it hang. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to another episode of Today We Learned. My name... Here we go now.
I'm Dan.
And I am Razzle. And with us is the very talented Khail Anonymous.
I changed my name to Ravi Shankar, famous sitarist.
Famous sitarist.
I figured no one was
Shankar.
using the names.
Former Ravi Shankar, former host of the Geeky Awards, right? Is that what you just
former
did?
as in like 3
3 days
Yeah.
ago.
and now it's canceled. So
Yeah.
award shows,
Love
live stream and stuff.
Love the suit. He wore a really cool suit. It was like black with all white.
Oh,
trim on it.
sweet.
Yeah, really
Yeah,
neat,
it kind of
really
looked
neat.
like I belonged in some sort of cult. A little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Lead the cult.
Like no, to me it gave off a nice like Caesar Flickerman vibe in a good way. Like
Yes.
you're gonna like, and here's everyone for the 74th Hunger Games.
Damn it! I should have started that way.
It's all right, we'll save it.
And also with us,
Research you now.
Get everybody to kill themselves. Yeah.
kill themselves.
maybe-
That's
And you're also hosting a new series on your YouTube channel,
Yes,
right?
it's
Nerdbait.
called It's called Nerdbait. It's basically kind of I started the name with the parody of that seems to be the most common theme in the geek thing going on right now.
nerd and masturbating, or
Definitely.
No, it's nerds and fishing lures.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
B-A-C-I-T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're trying to get in
B-A-I-T.
touch with their like manly outdoors side. So
Yeah.
they're big.
I'm glad you guys said every single option except for the actual
Exactly.
meaning
We wanted to
for
leave
it.
that for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun. I'm getting a chance to like do a lot of different things. For instance, one of the things I'm doing tonight after this podcast is I'm doing the Nicki Minaj Anaconda music video by the numbers. So what that means is I'm going to count how many booty shakes, how many
Drake got a boner,
pelvic thrusts.
Yes.
It's just going to count down so we can see.
That's great.
So it's just kind of fun stuff.
That's
do
awesome.
whatever I want.
That was like when the
Priceless.
first trailer for Transformers 4: Age of Extinction came out. There was so many. Yeah, this podcast brought to you by not that movie.
There were so many.
There were so many American flags. Like in the background of every shot, there's like an American flag somewhere. It's weird. There were so many.
Easy.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's also heavily taking place in China, so they need to have both the USA and China represented.
Yeah, by the time you get to hour 4 of that movie, you finally get to the prologue.
You're just like a diehard America freak by the end of the movie.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know what? This is a great country. Fuck Cybertron.
Yeah.
Now, is that youtube.com/Khail Anonymous or /nerdbait?
It's not nerdbait because right now not enough people know what nerdbait is, so I'm just kind of
building the brand slowly
You're
but
rolling
surely.
it out slowly. You'll have a grand opening. In
Exactly.
Come for the kale, stay for the nerd bait.
It's. I keep describing it as kind of like a soft launch. I've been meeting with a bunch of studios, and I'm like, soft launch. Don't freak out. Don't.
Exactly.
Don't start inviting me to stuff.
soft opening.
Let me soft launch. Let me get the ball. Let me get the Indiana Jones ball
exactly.
rolling. And, I'm still running away from it, but yeah. And then I also am currently filling in sometimes on a show for CNET, so that's pretty cool.
Awesome.
too.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
Really cool. And
Lots
you
of
were
fun stuff.
you were. I seen you post a thing saying you were at CBS Studios yesterday. Was that?
that was for CNET. Yeah.
Were you at
Really
Radford or Television City?
Television City.
Very cool.
Which it was so amazing. I got to walk by the Price is Right set.
yeah.
And hit a big wheel.
How fun is that?
It's really cool. And they had a fake horse. It was all filled with exactly how you'd picture a studio.
Yeah, it's a wonderland.
and
It's
I've been in studios before, but it's just every single time.
mesmerized by
There's
Price is
always
Right,
something when you walk in a studio lot, you're like, what is happening
Yeah.
here? I remember
Yeah.
one time I was on the Fox lot, and I saw someone pulling a llama out of a giant area labeled Modern Family. I was like, what could this be for?
It doesn't get old, and I see people walking by, and I'm just like, no, look at everything.
Yeah.
And then I walked by one of the cast members from The Young and the Restless.
Ooh.
But I didn't recognize who he was. I was just like, I know you're from that show.
You're too handsome to be normal.
I have auditioned for that show many a time, and it's creepy in there. There's all these pictures of all the old cast members, and they're all just airbrushed.
Red
it's just
X's
this-
over their face.
Yeah, it's you died. You died.
They take the frame
That's
down and put
it's
somebody
like
new up.
it's 4 levels in of Street Fighter, and it's a grayscale versus a color scale.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah, they go from black and white headshots to color.
Yeah.
and then you can tell the eras.
Yeah, this is when they fixed Pleasantville.
Yeah.
Wow.
And also with us is the very talented actor Cameron Jebo. You may have seen him on
Thank you.
the newest incarnation of Power Rangers, the new season of Power Rangers Super Megaforce.
Super Megaforce.
And
Thank
he
you.
also just did a stint on Disney Channel's Austin and Ally.
I'm hitting the low fan, the young fan base right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, get them while they're
Really
young.
get
They'll
'em
grow
while
up
they're
loving you.
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
doing on Sunday?
What am I doing on Sunday?
What are you doing on Sunday?
Hanging out with you?
No,
I don't know. What am I doing on Sunday?
that's the Power Rangers convention.
Morphicon.
Yeah, we have Morphicon this weekend.
See, how did he not?
Because I was thinking there was. I thought
you going to
trying
Morphicon?
Absolutely. We have panels and
Orlando.
signings and no.
Oh.
Orlando,
Anaheim, right?
Pasadena.
Pasadena, yeah.
Yeah.
The
So,
Anaheim of Los Angeles.
yeah. No, we have Power Morphicon this weekend, Friday through Sunday, and I think I'm only going Friday and Sunday though.
Are you going to cosplay?
As myself.
Yeah.
I probably should.
No,
Hold on,
cosplay's another ranger. Be
Hold
like,
on.
surprise.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
Why does Kale know when that is?
Oh, that's a thing. It's a thing.
That's a thing
Yeah,
that everybody
yeah.
knows
Actually, a lot of people know about it, and I have a friend who is from Big Bad Beetleborgs, I think.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's an old Saban show.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
on it. He was the nerd on the show.
No way.
So yeah,
VR
and I learned that
Troopers,
only a week ago.
VR Troopers, Beetleborgs, Power Rangers. I think they might even I think Saban even licenses the cartoon Ninja Turtles now.
Really?
I think
The new one, maybe, or the
the
action
new
one,
the
maybe?
new one, the new weird CG one.
Yeah, yeah.
The one on
You
Nickelodeon.
have to admit
Yes. Yeah. The
that
one on Nickelodeon.
regardless of if you're into it or not, that would be kind of a fun convention to go
Oh,
to.
yeah.
It would be
Oh, yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah,
to do.
apparently the fans are just phenomenal.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not only are they like hilarious and they dress up like you and everything, but they're like super respectful and they're like they're like very fun and like I don't know. I've just heard all good things, so I'm actually very.
So this is your first one.
This will be my first Power Morphicon, yes, because my episodes just started airing like a month ago or so.
Nice.
And then they went on hiatus. So.
Oh wow.
So I've had one. I've had one interaction with the fans, and that was at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Wow. Did they stopped you?
No, we did a signing.
You stopped them.
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
I'm the silver. You should get my autograph. No. We had a big signing on the on the floor, like on the show floor.
Yeah.
Killer.
Yeah.
That must have been really cool.
It was surreal. It was very cool.
Do you have to sign any boobs?
No. I think
I had to
there would
ask.
be a lot. It would be weird because there's a lot of just children.
Yeah, no, they put
lot of
like
children.
6 boobs together to make like a boob Megazord.
There's like
It's morphin' time.
there's like a drunk 40-year-old like high school teacher or whatever who's like
40-year-old high schooler.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Oh no, but we definitely do have a lot of fans who are in their 40s and older. Like we have.
Oh really?
Yeah,
we
well,
definitely have.
It's been around for a long time. Not just the Power Rangers brand, but also like a lot of the footage, like the monster fights from the old one, were taken from Japanese Super Sentai shows.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of those people who like grew up watching
Super
the
Sentai's
import
been around
videos.
since like 75.
Yeah, like
77. It's been
early
going
to
for a long
mid-70s.
time, and then
Jeez.
Haim Saban took that idea and basically bought some of the rights and developed into an American show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It must be crazy to like. I'm sorry, we're talking so much power, but it must be crazy to be a part of a show that's like had so much back history and so much fandom and
It's
be
insane.
generations. It's like The Young and the Restless, really.
Yeah,
I'm a part of a soap opera.
It's
15,000 episodes.
If the Young and the Restless had robots and like
Yeah.
And morphing into
and-
superpowers and
kaiju,
Orange Grove.
kaiju and Jaegers.
Right.
Angel
Jaegers.
Grove, dude.
Angel Grove. What did I say?
Grove.
Orange
Orange
Grove?
Grove.
Angel Grove. Sorry.
We don't even have Angel Grove anymore.
Oh no, they blew it up.
I don't think so. Yeah, I
Like
think
in
the last
Buffy,
time they
they
had
had
Angel
Buffy?
Grove was like SPD Power Rangers or whatever.
Space
Police.
police. Yeah.
Splice, please.
Splice.
Damn it.
Splice.
Splice.
Police. I don't know. But yes, very
So
cool.
welcome back to the Power
Yeah.
Rangers podcast.
Yes, back to
the Power Rangers podcast.
As always, it's Morphin time.
with Cameron and Kale.
It's our show.
Yeah.
Your show.
I'd like to welcome you.
Hey, spinoff. We've have a lot of spinoff shows on this show, and that would be one of them. You guys should do that.
Post one episode.
Is there-
Cameron and Kale?
is there
We
a-
got canceled. That's next episode.
I went
Is
back
there
to cancel
Here's
Power
the thing,
Rangers.
though. Is there a Power Rangers podcast?
Oh, I guarantee
There are
it.
a couple. Well, there's
Plural.
one that's hosted. It's not a podcast for Power Rangers, I don't think in any sense, but it is hosted by a former Yellow Power Ranger.
Oh yeah.
Really?
She's a really lovely, very sassy black woman who played the Yellow Ranger many years ago, and she's hilarious.
That's awesome.
I've heard maybe an episode. I forgot what it's called, though.
There's one called Angel Grove Radio. There's one called The Grid, and there's one called Sentai Power Rangers.
I think
okay.
The
Yeah.
Grid might be the one hosted by
Well, you guys should start one and call it Bulk and Skulls.
Yeah, that's
Or
cool.
call it Power Rangers by the Bulk.
Yeah,
Well, Razzle,
Bulk.
Razzle,
The
Razzle
Bulk.
Where you
met-
just talk about the secondary
The
and
bulk.
tertiary characters.
I introduced Razzle to Bulk, the original Bulk.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bulk.
I heard they're the
Comic-Con.
nicest guys in the world.
Yeah.
He is.
You have to be.
He is the most generous person.
He's a
you'll
really
ever
nice
meet.
guy.
Wow.
Really nice.
Super
dude.
cool.
Incredibly.
Yeah.
Well, and now he does a lot of work. Ooh, sorry. He works in like toy distribution and stuff.
Smart.
I guess. Yeah.
Natural segue.
Yeah, very
That is
cool.
really smart.
Very,
Yeah.
but very cool stuff. I think he's doing very well for himself.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
From what it seems like. Yeah.
Right on. Well, to hijack
Well, thanks
this
for joining us,
Yeah.
everybody.
So previously on this podcast.
previously on so as our listeners know, we like to start off with our guests providing a fact or something they've learned recently or whatever. Some of which maybe you guys have already mentioned.
Yeah, maybe a fact
ghostly.
about yourself. Maybe
Yeah,
something
yeah.
you learned recently could be
Yeah,
something
if
life-changing
you
or
already
something you saw on a
mentioned it, yeah.
Snapple cap.
Yeah. What do you guys got? Anything? I know Cameron mentioned the Lassie and Simpsons fact.
That was cool. Yeah.
That's a fact. That was a fun fact.
They
like
they pay high schoolers in Sweden on a monthly to go to like
Really?
stay in school.
Oh yeah,
Dang.
I've heard that too.
Sweden. They got
Sweden.
Sweden.
meatballs,
Yeah.
blonde hair, Jens Lekman. And now...
And very strong men.
Yes.
Yes, very, very strong men.
All those J's.
Yeah, Sweden pays high school students $187 per month to attend school over there in Sweden.
They pay him in dollars, though. It's screwed up. They can't even do anything with it.
We can't
American
use
dollars
these.
is not worth anything. Go buy a couple ice creams
Yeah.
after school
It's
or
like
something.
Confederate money.
$60.
It's wooden nickels.
These are all Susan B.
So
These are all Susan B. Anthony's.
It's like 187 pesos to us.
Yeah.
And a month is like 37 days.
Oh my God, yeah.
37
They extend it.
They extend the month.
By a week.
They're metric months.
Metric month.
That's funny. What about you, Kay? What kind of fun facts you got today?
So I was thinking on the way over here, and the one that really stuck with me the most, which is like I don't really like celebrity gossip or anything.
Okay.
But sometimes it'll just kind of shake you up. And I learned that Jessica Simpson doesn't brush her teeth. And that, I lost my...
She doesn't brush.
She doesn't brush her teeth because she says that she doesn't like her teeth being slippery. She said that her lips move too much when her teeth are clean. So she brushes twice a week, if that.
I'm over here
That's
like making
horrifying.
lip gestures because
Just
I want
like-
to feel.
She doesn't want her teeth to be clean. She doesn't want it.
I like my
That's-
teeth to grip onto my mouth.
Yeah, she wants
What
to
is
get
she like
stuck.
brushing with Armor All? Like what's making
She says
like
mouthwash.
splat?
She says sometimes she'll just use a cloth and wipe it, but that's like once or twice a month.
Yeah.
But she must have veneers then.
Or she like
I don't know.
or she's constantly like bleaching her teeth and cleaning her teeth with like other ancillary forms.
She must have.
When I
like-
know I need to clean my teeth is when they're not
When I can
glossy.
feel
yeah,
them.
when you can feel them, but not her. And this
when
led
I can take my fingernail and go, and like
Yeah.
there's white shit on my
Uh-huh.
fingernail.
Yeah.
I'm,
When-
yeah.
it's time to brush.
You don't
When it
want
has
your
a
That's actually
texture.
past time.
you
to
don't
brush.
want your teeth to be
Yeah.
like a relief map. You don't want they don't want like a 3D printer
Yeah.
action there.
You
But
should
this-
be able to read braille on your. Yeah.
time to clean.
Time.
But this led to a downward spiral of finding more and more of these things, such as Robert Pattinson doesn't bathe, and the reason he said is because he doesn't have time for it. Like, there's just not time in the day.
He's just that devoted to his craft as an actor.
Yeah.
He literally, in my mind, is just practice lines in the shower. Like,
Yeah,
there's
right?
got to be
Like-
something you can do. My phone's waterproof. I could just, like,
Exactly.
look at Reddit
Easily.
Yeah.
while in my shower.
Yeah.
And then also, obviously, we all know Matthew McConaughey.
He wears a fanny pack.
He doesn't wear deodorant. He's never worn deodorant. He wears a fanny pack?
Yeah.
Full of incense and
Oh my
patchouli.
God. So many women just
Unfortunately,
lost their
there's a lot
boners.
of,
Yeah.
like, there's a lot of like Us Weeklies lying around my house because of my wife, and so
Did you just read the covers or
So-
did you read the
yeah.
actual ones?
No, there was a cover, and there
headlines.
was like there was a picture of Matthew McConaughey, and it was like he had a fanny pack, and I was,
On the cover.
yeah, I just kind of was like, what? It was like one of the little like circles in the corner, and it was him with his kid, and I don't think they meant to highlight the fanny pack. I think it was like a Matthew McConaughey out with his kid.
So that
or
was
something.
you. You made the news story that it was a fanny pack.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I
He's got the he's
but it's
finding the
got-
story
it piqued your
within the
curiosity.
story.
Yeah, right. Fanny pack.
It was a black fanny pack.
I typed in.
It's like it's not a purse though.
This is
like
a
he's
fanny
trying to find
pack.
a way around.
It's fanny pack by
sure
Air Mace.
I'm sure it's on multiple sites.
Probably.
It's gotta be.
Real quick, I put in Google Jessica Simpson and then the letters D-O, and it first comes up Dog Daisy, dog, doesn't brush teeth.
No.
Yeah. The third option it gives you after is doesn't brush teeth.
There's some other quote that she said in that, and it was just gross. And then it downwards. I'm not done with my downward spiral. I got one more.
I'm so
Yeah,
happy.
absolutely.
This is great.
So Shailene Woodley, you know who she
Oh,
is.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Star of Divergent.
Yeah, I like your Divergent
Yeah,
hat. Like
thank you.
I actually
Thanks
do
for
like
ripping.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I love that
Descendants.
it's just text. Like a teenage girl would just be like, "Yeah, that's good. That's good enough." But the downward spiral led to Shailene Woodley, who's just crazy.
Yes.
Have you heard all her stuff?
Yeah.
She eats clay chips first of all because a cab driver told her to do that, and then she also tans her vagina because she believes it gives
Because
her
an
power.
Uber driver told her to
Yeah,
do
it
it.
was
Because an Uber driver. Wait, so she believes it gives her power then?
She believes it gives her power.
A tanned vagina
Yes.
will.
You know how
So
Superman
dangerous.
gets power from the Earth's yellow sun?
Yes.
But it's only specifically located in one
Exactly.
spot
She's a
for her.
Kryptonian cooter.
So, I mean,
Does she have like one lamp that she places over?
It's just
her
like a
vagina?
hydroponic
Like,
grow
wears like
lamp.
a burqa,
Yeah.
and then she just points the rest
It's
of
a little
the sky.
V-neck.
She wears a crotchless green screen mocap.
Yeah, just zero. But that led me to like.
Wait,
all celebrities feel like have to do what the clay thing or the vagina thing.
The vagina thing. The clay thing is like, okay, you're weird.
She said it in an interview. Like she's just like, and she also makes her own everything. She like goes out into the wild.
Yeah,
and just, like, picking shit.
When I was interviewing her for Divergent, she was telling me about how. Like, she already, like, before doing this, she would do a lot of, like, outdoor, like, survivalist stuff, like, go into the woods and just, like, live off the land for a little bit.
She must be pissed.
She's a huge hippie. Like,
I'll be honest, just looking at her, she doesn't look like she's one of the prissy girls. And,
no,
you know,
she doesn't.
She definitely looks like a tomboy, outdoorsy type of girl.
I think the going out and living in the wild thing is kind of sexy.
Yeah.
But then when she starts eating clay and then tanning her vagina.
Charging her vagina.
Yeah.
Is she from like Oregon or Northern California or something? Or
Is space?
exactly.
She's from space. Yeah, like Superman. She came from Krypton.
How do you spell her name? Shailene?
Shaile.
I guarantee you one of the things I said is like the first thing that comes up.
She's from Simi
Tan.
Valley.
Okay, Simi Valley.
Whoa.
Just
Close.
over the hill.
Yeah.
So close enough to have that be really weird.
I can't not look at her and see all those facts float into my brain.
In clouds above her.
Yeah, it's like
you do that.
Yeah,
Oh.
just
like
clay
the-
chips like sticking out of her mouth and whatnot.
Oh, you got a little.
Oh yeah, you got the clay chip. Yeah,
It's like in the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock where he's having the fight and he sees all like the data pop up on that guy.
Yeah. I also got to say, the downward spiral led to. I kind of want to see what a tan vagina kind of looks like in a weird way.
I'm good.
I just don't. I don't know. I can't picture that.
I'll
Natural
just,
fine.
if you're just looking at porn, just put a sepia filter on there.
Okay.
I think
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I think some porn stars
like
probably do that. You can
Yeah,
find it.
yeah,
You can
that's
find
true.
It if you really,
That's true. I'm not going to look
They just
now.
go completely naked.
Well, it's
All
like
right,
it's
yeah.
like it's like the saying goes: 2 in the tanny, 1 in the fanny.
Oh my god.
So bad. I apologize.
The spiral has hit the bottom.
Well,
bring
thank
this-
you
to-
for
to
thank you
bring
for
the
joining us
spiral-
on this Orphic descent into hell.
While we're talking about, I guess, famous people and what they do or whatever.
And the weird things they do.
Flawless transition.
Oh my god.
Do you guys know who Steve Aoki is?
Of
Yeah,
course.
of course, yeah.
Steve Aoki is a
Yeah.
DJ of some sort. I don't.
He plays electronic DM.
So then you don't know who Steve Aoki is.
Yeah.
I know the name.
Electronic DM.
I know the name because there's so many billboards about every time he's in Vegas doing something.
At Hakkasan. Or
yeah.
Exactly. Steve Aoki is the third child of a gentleman by the name of Rocky Aoki and Chizuru Kobayashi. Steve Aoki's father was a former Japanese wrestler who also founded the restaurant Benihana.
You're kidding me.
So Steve Aoki is heir to the Benihana.
So he's like a rich kid that bought a bunch of DJ equipment and was just like,
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
brilliant.
much like our chefs flip meats at lightning speeds. Put your hands up.
So so the EDM thing is like it's a huge thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And these DJs have just like billions of fans and followers. And I think it wasn't The Onion, but it was another news site that does like trick articles.
Uh-huh.
And they wrote an article.
Clickhole, maybe?
Yeah.
I can't
Okay,
remember.
sorry.
But they wrote an article and they said that they had a letter from Steve Aoki, like this private letter that they found or something from Steve Aoki, like just shitting on the whole EDM thing and saying like that he's this actor who's like delved into this culture.
Oh, that's
and that
great.
he's like researching all the weird people that are a part of it, and like he's like, really, like I would never throw a cake off of a stage at people. Like I just do that because these idiots are like loving it and like doing drugs for it and stuff. And people believed it. It went around. It like hit Facebook and,
Oh, my
the web
God.
like a storm. And they were like,
Oh, they
"Fuck
believed
Steve
it.
Aoki.
Oh, no.
Oh, Aoki's a bastard.
Yeah.
EDM is real
We've
music.
been Baron Cohen'd.
Yeah, and they're like, EDM is real music, blah. And of course he had to release like a statement. He was like, that's
Oh,
not
man.
Steve
that wasn't
Aoki is
me.
all about cake tossing.
Yes, he's all about unicorns and Indian headdresses and stuff.
Subsequently, Benihana stock dropped 3 points.
Yeah, jeez. But this is actually
Because
interesting.
of this, though.
This is pretty interesting, though. His dad, Rocky Aoki, which is a pretty badass name,
Yeah, it
way
is
better
pretty
than
good.
Steve.
Yeah.
Steve.
Hey, Steve, get over here, Steve.
Yeah, shut up, Rocky. You're not my. No, you are my real dad. So his dad was a wrestler, professional Japanese wrestler, who qualified for but did not attend the 1960 Summer Olympics. So instead, he made $10,000 driving an ice cream truck in Harlem, and then took that money to start Benihana.
What a genius.
Yeah.
God, it makes me feel like crap. Like,
Right? I'm just like-
wait,
Who
in
knew there-
Harlem?
Who
An
knew
ice
there was
cream
so
truck
much
in
money
Harlem?
to be made on the streets of Harlem? Well, this was 1960.
So it's like it was
presumably.
getting diverse. It was probably diverse.
Yeah, well, the
that's
company
so
was founded in
crazy.
1964, back when ice cream was the ticket.
Oh,
Ice cream
yeah,
was like
ice
the
cream
way-
was the shit.
Especially in Harlem in the summer.
It's my ticket out of here.
I need
Ice cream and
yeah.
broken fire hydrants.
Yeah.
Your gold.
Yeah, that's
If you're
right.
the
Yeah.
guy that-
Those creamy
give me
Harlem
$5,
nights.
I'll break the fire hydrant for you. Sir. Like,
And,
Just vanilla shooting out.
Oh, wow.
Hot fudge.
awesome.
funny that you mentioned hot fudge. Fun fact about here, too.
Man, you are killing the
he's all
transition.
about the
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just scrolling Reddit.
Captain. No, I got a huge
He
list
takes
of,
notes.
yeah.
He writes them down throughout the
Captain
week.
America's arch nemesis, the Red Skull.
Yeah, Red Skull.
Red
that
Skull.
Nazi bastard.
Yeah, he was inspired by Melty Hot Fudge Sundae.
What?
Yeah, yeah. While
Is he the cherry on top?
Yes. He, while considering ideas for, lifted from Wikipedia here, while considering ideas for an appropriate archenemy for Captain America, writer and artist Joe Simon, shout out to Joe. How you doing, Joe?
He's super dead. He's
And he's
It's an old woman, by the way.
Yes.
Joanne Simon.
Writer and artist Joe Simon saw a hot fudge sundae melting and noticed it resembled a human figure. Inspired, Simon at first considered calling his new villain Hot Fudge. However, as the cherry on top of the sundae seemed like an exposed skull, he finally decided on Red Skull as a more appropriate moniker.
Awesome.
The Red Skull was introduced in Timely Comics' Captain America Comics #1, cover dated March 1941.
And Timely Comics would go on to become Atlas Comics, which would go on to become Marvel Comics in the 1960s.
Yeah.
So Joe Simon co-created Captain America with Jack Kirby, became like the first real like hit for the company that would become Marvel. They sold
Captain America was the first.
for Marvel, like he was their first like major superhero character.
Today I learned.
Yeah, and he felt like after World War II, superhero comics fell out of use, and Cap wound up getting frozen in ice. And then he was they stopped writing Captain America comics for almost 20 years, pretty much, like a while. And then finally, when they brought out the Avengers #4, Avengers started 1963. So they had this whole superhero boom after Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Iron Man, all that stuff. Avengers comes out. Issue #4, everyone thinks Captain America was one of the first Avengers because the movie calls him the first Avenger. And that's something of a misnomer because it wasn't until issue 4 they dig him out of the ice and then finally give him honorary status because the Hulk was an asshole and left.
I need to stay in more.
You lied
right?
to me, Joss
I need to like
Whedon.
sit on my couch and do more comics.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Sorry, I have to. I had to do a lot of research for another project I'm working on.
Wow.
There's there ice cream sundae. Can I bring it back to the fact
Bring
that
it
ice
back
cream. It's
full circle
insane.
Now. Come on.
I looked at an ice cream sundae and I thought it looked like a person. It said maniacs.
Yeah. Hey, that ice cream sundae looks like a person. I bet he's an evil Nazi.
Let's make him an evil Nazi.
I don't like sweets.
He's just always angry, so his head's just always red.
Blacklisting the ice cream shop.
Jeez.
But another fun fact about Captain America, the movie. Do you guys know who almost
Chris
played?
Evans.
Duh.
You
Good
win.
one. You win nothing. Do you know who almost had the role, and it wasn't until Chris Evans came along and auditioned that
Ryan
he lost
Gosling.
it? Close.
Feels good.
Ryan
yeah.
Reynolds.
Yeah, it
Close.
feels nice.
No, John The Office,
Ham.
Esurance, Krasinski.
Oh, yes. I feel like I
John Krasinski was
had heard
locked
that.
to play it, and then Chris Evans tested. They were like, nope, this guy.
This guy's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me sick.
Yeah.
Well, what if you were
but
John
can you imagine-
Krasinski?
Can you
Yeah, but
imagine?
he's not handsome at all.
No,
and women have to lust after this dude. So do we.
Exactly. There's nothing that says
we're
Steve.
expected to be-
I could see him being like pre-serum Steve Rogers.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I can't
Or-
see him
Yeah.
bulky.
Or
Like,
John, or,
Bucky dies. He just makes the fucking Jim face to the camera.
or as like Captain America if he fell down a tree and his face got smushed.
Oh my god, that poor guy. He'll never be a superhero.
So
I'm
why
just gonna
did
put
they
that
call
out
him?
there.
Yeah.
Why did they call it the First Avenger then? Like,
Well,
Oh, 'cause
and
they
to be
needed
fair,
a
in the
build-up
because
for the
technically
movie,
he's
they
like the first one of them, like the first,
he
the
was
oldest.
around
yeah.
the longest.
And in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he is a founding member of the group.
okay,
So
All right.
you're
you know,
excused.
continuity. Who cares?
All right, Joss, we need to get off this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's
We done?
completely off topic. Here's something that kind of took me by surprise. There's obviously in this day and age, there's two forms of spelling for the word disc. There's the DISK, then there's the DISC, and both refer to like storage and media and all of that.
Yeah, big floppy discs.
Yeah, disc with
Easy
a,
now.
disc with a K refers to magnetic storage, while disc with a C refers to optical storage.
Or just tossing around the frisbee.
Yeah, or like a discus, or like a
discus.
like
Yeah.
But so like a disc with a C would be optical, which is
laser.
read with a laser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a disc with the K is magnets and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Interesting.
Okay,
I don't know why that needed a distinction, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is going to confuse me more than not.
Well, I guess back in the day, when they're branching out and they're
When
you
everything
send
was
somebody
starting.
to go by,
Well, so my grandfather worked for Memorex and IBM back in the 60s
Okay.
and earlier, and I could see that being, I think, because they worked on all the mainframes, and mainframes, or was it mainframes? They had the discs,
Yeah.
with the C.
Yeah.
And that was
Disc with C, the laser
Yep,
one.
just like a giant. It looked like a dishwasher, or
Yeah.
a washing machine, top loading washing machine. They would open it up, load the disc in or whatever, or the discs or whatever, and then load it. And so I can see them saying, I need 150 discs loaded into machine 12. Also, could you go plug in like a disc into the something else?
Yeah.
They should just.
Computer.
Can we pronounce
but they're
them
pronounced
differently?
discs.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Yeah,
pronounce
just-
it.
Disc K.
disc
Yeah,
with a
disc.
K.
QUE.
Can you
Yeah.
put I'm gonna-
Disc,
I'm gonna-
disc,
can you
like the beginning of like science. You have that like
Bring me a disc, and that would be the disc.
on
Disc.
compact discs.
and a disc?
Disc and a disc. That'd be.
God, you just kind of angered my blood a little bit with
Yeah.
that one.
Well, let's cool off with a little Super Mario Brothers fact. Everyone loves
Oh
Super
yeah,
Mario.
Let's do it.
Please.
So, we read this article on Mental Floss, and so basically, if we assume that Mario takes a route with no bonus areas or warps, the total distance from his initial starting point to the final castle is about 17,835 feet, or 3.4 miles.
Yeah.
Really?
3.4 miles from start to finish of Super Mario 1 on
Yeah, from the
Just
first
one
Super
level
Mario,
or
from
the
entire
entirety
game.
of
from the entire
entire
game,
game.
from the first,
If you-
like Super Mario in the
Yeah.
first
From
one,
like
he's going
when you turn it
like
on
3.5
and
miles.
start the game.
Well, okay,
What?
hold on, but
that's without
and
taking-
also that's without the water levels.
Yeah, if
so
you take
if you take
those
the
out.
water levels, if you isolate the water levels, Mario swims an estimated 1,218 feet or 371 meters during the
about-
whole thing.
yeah.
It's about 7.5 laps of an Olympic-sized pool. All of the water levels on Super Mario 1 are about 7.5 laps of an Olympic-sized pool.
And the longest level is the 8th world's first stage, which is 1,039 feet.
Yeah.
The shortest is
Mario
World 4, Stage 3.
Mario feet.
Or across, like if
No,
you put
like-
up a ruler to the screen.
Yeah.
No, like if you took Mario, the character Mario,
And made him human
a
size.
human size,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
that would be the
Because how cool would
length.
it be if they actually made it where you could hold a ruler up to the screen and be like 1 6 feet, 7 feet, and by the end of it you're like, holy shit, I just played miles.
Yeah,
worth of
so
sounds,
much
miles worth of
programming.
games. Yeah,
I'm kind of disappointed in Mario.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He didn't
It
even
seems
get a
longer.
workout.
I know.
Really.
It's just a little.
That's-
You know, he's running like a 40-minute mile.
Yeah, it's
It's like-
walking.
I don't have to get
It's
his
like
blood
walking.
pressure.
It's like running 2 blocks to find out the princess is in another castle.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, we're run 2 blocks to Starbucks to find out they're out of vanilla. So you
She
gotta
parked
run
in
the
West Hollywood.
I don't feel so
dodging
sorry for
Priuses
him,
as
yeah.
like the little mushrooms
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah. Sorry if you drive a Prius. I don't know.
No, don't apologize.
No, they should
Oh,
be
not sorry.
apologizing.
Not
This
sorry.
is an anti-Prius
Yeah.
podcast.
It is.
You're
It's
We are
very-
pro
I feel safe.
PT
We are.
Cruiser.
Here's the deal.
I feel
You're
safe
good. You're-
here.
If you look at a Prius, there will be some form of dent or scratch on it because they're all horrible.
Oh, they're all.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
They come with the dent.
I think
now.
you actually have to prove that you didn't pass your driver's test to own the Prius.
Yeah,
like you have to
just
send it.
show it to them.
I took my driver's test 8 times before I passed.
They give you a
Oh, wow.
shirt.
To-
Yeah.
Failed the
Yeah.
car. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I failed my driver's test and all I
But
got
at
was
least I
this
have this
Prius.
shitty
it's
Prius.
used too.
Yeah.
But in the interest of full disclosure, we are all brand ambassadors for PT Cruiser.
Not.
Shout out to PT Cruiser.
Thanks
Yeah,
for the
PT
wood
Cruiser.
paneling.
They still make those?
Yeah.
No.
I saw a convertible
No,
PT
they
Cruiser.
Don't still make them. They're
My sister has one of
because
those.
they're like one of the most unsafe cars.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, were they?
Well,
Yeah.
might lose my sister.
Don't. Yeah. Just.
And now for a quick
Don't
DJ break. Yeah, they stopped in 2010. So now they're rare collectibles. Buy one at Comic-Con.
2010?
Yeah.
Should have stopped.
Are they
way
really?
sooner.
Are they like?
It was
considered
a solid 10 years there.
Wow.
Yeah.
10 years of a car.
But now we have Fiats and smart cars.
Jeez. Hopefully
So-
they'll make,
Actually,
like,
all right. Here's the deal. The Fiats have a brilliant new commercial. Fiat has a smart car. I'm sorry. Brilliant new commercial where it's a Fiat on a racetrack, lined up at the starting line. Okay, and up pulls like a GT Mustang. Right.
Okay.
As the first car. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then 3, 2, 1, go. And of course the Mustang just smokes it. And then it cuts to yet another race, and the smart car pulls up. You can't even hear it. And then like an Audi, like a S5 or like R8 or something pulls up.
Right.
3, 2, 1, go. The Audi takes off. And then a Ferrari. And then another car. And they're like, and it's, come on, get to the point. Like,
Yeah.
obviously the smart car is slow. And then it goes, and then it says something along the lines of like, all these cars are really fast, right? But in the city, all that matters is the first 5 meters. And it shows why it matters. And it showed because they had a line painted after 5 meters, and the smart car got there first.
Oh,
And it
shit.
showed them winning every parking space in the city. Like, if the douchebag in the Audi or the BMW tries to like snake into your spot, the smart car's going to get it.
Yeah.
yeah, but do women think that's sexy?
Absolutely not.
Oh my god,
Absolutely
you
not.
fit into such a tight spot.
Oh man.
There it is.
Just pick it up, put it in your cargo pants later on, take it
Yeah.
inside, you're good to go. You don't even need a
My
parking
boyfriend
spot.
has a Fiat. He can park really well, and he gets to the 5 meters. Yeah.
But how clever is that though? Like to somebody who is like weighing the pros and cons of getting one. Like say
Right.
there is
Right.
a struggle there.
Well,
that
it's-
would actually put it over the edge.
No, that is
Okay,
especially in the city, especially in a city like Los Angeles where parking is nightmarish at
but
times.
Los Angeles, San Francisco.
Yeah.
Like
I remember
something.
when I was in high school, I took a trip to Italy with my family, and I saw the smart car, and I was like, "That's so cool! Look at this weird European thing."
And then it's here,
it
and
came
you're
here,
like,
I'm like, "That's dumb as hell." It reminds me of The Simpsons, where Nelson makes fun of the really tall guy in the tiny car. You find something funny about my appearance and my motor vehicle?
It's that kid that laughs at everybody all the time. Let's point and laugh at him.
This is the only vehicle I could afford. So good.
Hashtag every Simpsons
Yeah.
ever.
Oh, man.
Well,
I can't wait.
speaking of pros and cons, I think we
Yeah.
were talking about that for a second. You guys, would you say you generally enjoy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Not the recent movie, but
the old school movies.
yeah, like the cartoon series.
I
Did
think
you-
it's a
the
part
animated
of all
series?
of our childhoods,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Not
remember
yours?
much
Just
from
shake
the-
your head.
I know. I'm shaking my head. Yes.
Okay.
Sadly
I don't
shaking
remember
his head.
much of the cartoon. I really only remember like the movies with like
Okay.
Okay.
Elias Codius.
Yeah.
And,
Well, you're
Well,
probably more of a fan of the 1990 Coming Out of Their Shells tour.
Because
I'm about to talk about
Jesus.
some turtle music.
The cartoon.
not Skipping Stones.
The cartoon had the infamous theme: Teenage Mutant
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Turtles and a Half Shell,
Turtle Power.
Turtle power.
Do you know who
Raphael
wrote?
was cool but rude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys know who wrote that song? It's he's I will say he's wildly successful, one of the most successful people in entertainment.
Is he a director?
Sort of. He's a showrunner.
And a producer and a show creator.
Is it
Michael Weiner or whatever his name is?
Matt Weiner?
Matt Weiner.
No, it's not Matt.
No, it's Matt Weiner. Weiner.
Is it Lori?
It's Chuck
Yes,
Lorre.
Chuck
It is
Lorre.
Chuck Lorre.
Yeah.
Chuck Lorre wrote the lyrics to the
yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon theme song.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Michelangelo is
Two
cool
and a
but
half
rude.
men.
No, Michelangelo is a party dude. Two and a half.
Did he write those too?
Big Bang Theory's next on TBS.
Wow.
Chuck Lorre. And
That's
he,
my,
Chuck Lorre stated on the Wikipedia page, he's like, I have yet to receive a royalty for that song, which is like, he doesn't need it.
Yeah,
He's like,
right. It's, my Scrooge
taking you to
McDuck
court.
money vaults aren't big enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Michelangelo.
Who wrote DuckTales? That song's catchy
That
as
yeah.
hell.
Who wrote the DuckTales theme
DuckTales.
song?
Oh, I used to love.
I'll tell you what, that's
And then who
one of
wrote
my
the-
favorite cartoons of all time is DuckTales.
DuckTales?
It's such-
Yeah.
As a child, I would watch that getting home from school, and it's like, you got your imagination, with the scientists and all the adventures, and who doesn't want to? It's like a mix between Indiana Jones and like Disney.
Yeah, you're
Like,
right. They did
going on
travel.
adventures.
It was written by a composer named Mark Mueller.
Wow.
That's that.
Oh, Mark.
You know who has a
Shout out to Mark Mueller.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mark.
Where my marks at?
You know who's got a really creative, insert sarcasm here, theme song as far as lyrics go?
Uh-oh.
Power Rangers, the original Power Rangers. It was Go Go Power Rangers.
Go Power Rangers.
And then Go Go Power Rangers, you mighty morphin Power Rangers. And that was it.
But have you heard the full song? It goes, that's like a quarter of the song.
That's the intro for the show.
Yeah, it's a quarter of the actual song, and then there's like a guitar solo.
I think that's
and then
probably
there's
a fan,
another.
like a fan made.
Absolutely not. I have a Power
You
Rangers
have it.
super fan that's like normal human age, and
Normal human age.
yeah, he's not a little kid, but he's not an old dude. He's kind of like just a normal
late 20s, early
Because I
30s.
can't describe him as like an old guy or a young guy. He's
Yeah,
just
he would be-
normal
right.
age, whatever that is.
He's like a C plus age.
Sorry to bring up Power Rangers again, but that was
That's like a casting
theme songs
call.
there.
Normal Power. No, that's like a
Normal
casting.
aged man.
It's like the most cliched casting. Cool, not a jock, could be a nerd, kind of hip to things.
normal human.
Normal human age.
Speaks normal. Looks normal. Yeah.
Stylish but not too edgy.
Normal guy.
Cute girl, sexy but
Oh,
nerdy.
I
girl
love the
next
breakdowns
door.
these days. The
Yeah.
breakdowns are just great. So,
Give me one.
Oh, I think for CW, a lot of them, especially for like say a high school jock.
Okay.
They're trying to stray away from like the 90s and 80s like jocks with like the Letterman jackets,
Yeah.
jeans, and
Age
Timberlands,
30.
Okay.
Yeah. So now they're like high school jock, but definitely has style.
Yeah.
But definitely not too macho.
Macklemore haircut.
And they're like, throw your own style into it.
Where's leather jacket with American Apparel hoodie?
Chain. Watch it with chain. A wallet with a chain attached.
Throws
to
a
it.
skinny football.
He plays Quidditch.
He wears.
For charity.
Oh,
He doesn't have a backpack he uses as a satchel.
Yeah, he's a Matthew McConaughey fanny pack.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Looks like Roy from Arrow.
Oh my god.
My favorite descriptor that I would see on like casting breakdowns would be casting real to attractive.
What's real?
Real is
It's
just like a
on
normal
scale
like
of real
schlub.
to attractive.
So then that's what I should have said instead
Yeah.
of a normal aged dude.
Yeah.
He's a real to attractive.
He's
guy.
a real dude.
By the way, I think all of us in here are normal aged guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we're
whatever that. Maybe
we're
that's
normal
just my
human age.
perspective.
I'm
yeah.
still pretty young though. Like I could be considered like a younger.
Oh, so you're young. Normal.
no, you're
I'm young.
You're
I'm young to real.
Okay. So
you're real age to play younger.
Kale,
TPY, yeah,
you and I
TPY.
are the oldest people in this room. Let's
Okay.
just say that.
All right. I'm like 47.
Yeah, I'm 53.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Real to attractive.
How are your
53.
hips? I broke mine on the way here.
My knees are killing me.
Thoroughly
Yeah, this is pretty
osteoporosed.
I'm 17. You can bounce a quarter off my ass. I'm like, hey-o.
I'm timeless.
Yes.
Oh, wait one more year. Yeah. It'll all start
It'll
sagging.
go down from there. sir.
Or if we change these
Literally.
pesky laws, so sign our petition today.
Kickstart it.
Yeah, or just make like, have you guys seen Transformers 4?
Yes.
Which one is that?
Age of
one.
Extinction, sponsor of today's podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
Talked about it
Science,
how many
math.
times?
Did you? So wait. What was your relation with the?
The love interests in that movie. Mark Wahlberg's daughter is 17 years old,
Oh.
and her boyfriend is older than 17. He's
Yep.
like 20 something. And in order to let you know that they're definitely doing it, he carries around a laminated card in his wallet with something called the Romeo and Juliet statute, which is a Texas-based statute that says if you had a pre-existing foundational relationship, it is not considered statutory.
That guy's being a little too protective.
Yeah,
first of all.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
first time he meets
Wait,
your dad. I've got this card.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
This
I'm
was in
dead
the
serious.
movie.
This was in the movie.
They
This
spend
was in
they
the
spend like more than a minute explaining it.
Absolutely. It's like Michael Bay getting around. He could have just made the daughter 18.
Yeah.
Or made the boyfriend
17.
Not 27.
Make the boyfriend 17 too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like now people are probably like trying to take advantage of that now. Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
let's all right, let's do
He's,
this.
he's giving the kids a loophole. Is like, just find, if you're 18, date a girl who's 17. So as soon as, you know what I mean? Like,
He found out about it and got really excited and he put it in the script.
But here's the
Or
thing,
maybe
so,
start the movie and she's 17, have a birthday party.
So he
for
was
her.
he was
Have a birthday party.
turning
yeah.
18,
Yeah.
boom, then they go bang, and it's like,
And and Optimus Prime blows out the candles. And we write it. We can write this.
Yeah.
We got this.
yeah.
spec script for
We
Trans
got
five.
rewrites for you, Michael Bay. We got
Trans
rewrites.
5 Merce.
Here's another TIL. Do you know he's not going to do the next one, right? Like
Yeah, he's
not. He's going to. No, I'm sorry. He's going to
There's
do
gonna
five.
next
produce
one,
it
for sure.
He's
yeah,
gonna
he's gonna. He's not. He's,
he's
gonna,
gonna
do five, but he's
produce
gonna do
it.
6. But do you know what he wants to do next?
what?
Don't tell me Voltron.
He's just going to keep it in the robot. No, he wants to. He wants to
Thundercats.
direct a documentary about elephant poaching.
What?
Like that's his next project
What?
after Transformers.
Oh my god!
I would watch it.
Elephant. Yeah, no, I mean like out of
Yeah.
pure curiosity.
How many?
but-
What is it? This is how you poach an elephant. Explosion.
Yeah. It's.
Okay, so
I'm interested.
Michael Bay,
I
obviously known for like the craziness and the explosions. If you go and look up on YouTube, if Michael Bay directed Up,
oh yeah,
Oh,
that was a
yeah.
great
have you
video.
seen that?
Yeah,
Hilarious. I'm gonna laugh.
it's a
my ass
wildly
off.
different movie.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no. If Michael, I would just wish Michael Bay would stick to what he's good at, which is Miami during the '90s.
Oh, right.
Pain
do
and
that.
Gain
Pain and Gain was great.
awesome.
Amazing.
That movie really made me love The Rock.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Everybody in that movie was great.
Yeah.
Sure.
It was when he was on drugs. That was
yeah.
my god.
Man.
That's on
Freaking
Netflix,
out.
by the way. If you're listening to this
It is on
podcast and you have
Netflix.
Netflix,
You should
really,
watch it.
Yeah,
yeah,
worth-
you
Definitely
worth
should.
your
worth
time.
watching.
Yeah. And does
Tony
anybody
Shalhoub.
not have Netflix streaming?
Yeah.
I feel like I've never talked to anybody.
My
that was
friends, some of my down the hall neighbors were like, "We just got streaming. We were
Yeah.
delivering the
No.
discs with
Does
a
anybody do
C,
that?
disc with a C."
That's,
just with a C.
Yeah.
It's just with a laser.
But they were having they were like, we paid for we paid for the 3 discs at a time membership package.
$30.
No, it's like $8 to do 3 discs. At a time.
Oh,
like
really?
$15.
They dropped that a lot.
Yeah, it was.
Not to be the hipster of the group here,
Be
but
it.
I've been a fan of Netflix. I've been a user of Netflix since like 2002.
Same
Oh.
here.
It's
Since,
been
like,
a-
the mail.
You should have bought stock.
Been a
parents-
hardcore
Don't even
aficionado.
get me started on that because
Oh, no.
I had
God.
some and I sold it and then we won't even
we all did
discuss how
that.
upset I
Yeah,
am.
back when
Now
they were,
you're here.
back when
Now
they,
I'm here.
back when they were mailing VHSs to your house.
But it's
No,
funny.
it was still DVDs. My parents and I did that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and what was smart about
Blockbuster
Netflix
was getting ridiculous.
What was smart about Netflix is they would give you the first 2 weeks free,
Yeah.
so you
Oh,
could
yeah.
you could rent unlimited DVDs, and it was a great concept because if you did it right, you could have a new DVD every day.
Yeah, every
so,
day.
So you would they would mail you 3, and then when you would return one, they'd send you another one, which
Yeah.
is the beauty of the queue that they would start.
Yeah.
Well, the best thing about that is you could lose 1 or 2 CDs,
Lose.
not return, and
And
just
I
be
wouldn't
like,
care.
it
No,
didn't
they
show
charge
up in
you.
the mail.
No, they charge
Yeah.
you.
Well, I
No,
think they let you
not-
have one
One or
You
two.
get 1 or 2 free, one
or
free.
2.
Yeah, like
so-
after a while, they'd be like, "Your mailbox must be in the Bermuda Triangle."
Yeah, so if you like
because-
want to keep Hitch, just do it.
yeah, and you
Well-
can't afford to just fly frequently.
Yeah, it's you got to keep Hitch. Though.
Yeah. Speaking of Netflix,
I need those tips.
It's funny you guys bring up Netflix. The idea of Netflix came to Reed Hastings when he was forced to pay $40 in overdue fines after returning Apollo 13 well past its due date.
So he was like, "Screw this!"
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a super successful company.
Yeah.
The,
that's,
the Netflix website was launched on August 29th, 1997, with only 30 employees and 925 works available for rent. And it brought a more traditional online paper rental, 50 cents per rental, U.S. postage fee, late fees applied. with that. Netflix introduced the monthly subscription concept in September of 1999 and then dropped the single rental model in early 2000. And since that, it's built its reputation on the business model of a flat fee, unlimited rentals.
It's such a great
Netflix.angelfire.com.
I think we started getting Netflix as early as maybe 98 or 99.
Really?
Well, my dad is.
Oh, so you guys were early adopters.
He's going to go apeshit over this podcast. He's like, he loves nerd stuff.
We got a Netflix podcast.
He works for Microsoft, and he's been there since like 89 or 93 or something. I don't know. He's been there for a while. Crazy. And so when Netflix, I'm sure he was doing his research, and Netflix, he was like, I would like this. I like sci-fi movies, and they have quite a few that I'd like to see. So we were getting them when I was like 8 or 9 years old. And like, I mean, what? 19.
Did your dad?
I'm not.
Why haven't they gotten into games? By the way, how come Netflix hasn't done it?
GameFly is around, right?
Yeah, but Netflix has the infrastructure. I think that would be smart to
because Monopoly.
Well, here's the thing: is now like other platforms like Xbox Live and PlayStation Network, they're going to want to do their own streaming service like PlayStation Now.
Yeah.
So they missed their window. They could have done it, I feel, but they were too busy. Like, let's just stick with entertainment because we're making so much money.
Yeah, whatever. They killed it on streaming.
Yeah, exactly.
Making their own crap, winning Emmys
Could
and
you
stuff like
stream
that.
video games though like that? Would that be hard?
On Live tried it.
Yeah, on
And
Live,
then
they didn't have the infrastructure in place like Netflix does. It's honestly also a matter of like then you get into like ISPs and bandwidth throttling and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
if you think about how like high end the graphics are now, and how much your console sweats and makes noises.
Oh God,
but I think
they have like a T1 line.
They could do something. What am I
doing it?
What am I, a fancy office? No, I think what they could have done is something like what Steam does with certain games. They unlock the license for your account for a trial period, like 48 hours. They'll do different games. You download the game, but then you can't play it unless you purchase it, and then something unlocks inside. Yeah. So that would be the way I would say you could do streaming gaming. Like you download it to your hard drive, but then unless you pay a fee later on, you can't keep playing it forever.
Steam had some big news recently. I forgot what it was. Are they? Oh yeah, movies.
Yeah,
they're adding movies. Yeah, you can like stream movies.
They've started a little bit.
They're going to start, or they're like. Yeah, on Steam.
They had like Indie Game, the movie, like a little indie game documentary and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're going to like move over to that. So that'd be cool. And if that shows up on my Apple TV or Chromecast, I'm in.
That's cool.
All the way.
So you have both? You have Apple TV and Chromecast?
Yeah, I don't use the Apple TV.
Really?
I use Chromecast. I mean, but you like obviously Netflix.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you can use it on your Xbox or whatever.
Sure.
So.
I will say though, if anyone out there is listening, they've been having an issue with Chrome auto-playing YouTube videos. Like I was the other day.
Really?
Yeah, I would open up a new tab and all these YouTube videos would start playing. It was the Chromecast plugin for Chrome that was causing it.
Whoa.
So disable that shit.
Man, what the hell is wrong with Google?
What an age we live in.
Yeah, they're gonna
SMH
You're not doing enough.
Come on, Goog.
Work harder.
This is what they're doing. They're making awesome self-driving cars.
Yeah, but what about Bing?
They're like,
Sorry, let's talk Bing for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm on that Lycos tip.
I'm usually
Bing. The only reason they released Bing is like when something bad happens in the United States, and then they pass laws secretly. That's what Bing was for Google. Like they released Bing, so we're focused on how bad that is, while they're going to do other.
Bing's a distraction. I like it.
Bing's a ruse.
Bing is the ruse.
It's the red herring.
Right on. Well, Google will never sponsor this podcast now.
Yeah, today's podcast brought to you by Alta Vista. We're still a site.
We want to thank you guys for joining us while we wrap up here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys so much. This was a lot of fun.
I like how we clap under the table. It doesn't look weird in here right now.
Visual joke.
There's 4 guys sitting around a table, and their arms are moving.
Yeah.
You're under the table. It doesn't look like masturbating. I promise.
Unless you do it really weirdly. Just clapping off.
So this is the segment of the show where the guests whore themselves out and sell themselves.
I prefer the term plugging or self-promotion.
Okay, plugging. All right, plugging
I've
works.
done some plugging in my time.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first? What do you got coming up? Where can the internet and where can our listeners find you, follow you on Twitter, Instagram, watch you anywhere, listen, etc., etc., etc.?
I frequent the social medias. You can find me on Instagram at Cameron Jebo. And that's Jebo. Nobody knows how to spell it.
Not even you?
No, I don't know. GJ? I don't know. Twitter at Cameron Jebo as well. And Power Rangers continues. Power Rangers Super Megaforce continues on Nickelodeon Saturdays starting August 30th at I think it's 12
August
Pacific
30th.
time, I think. And then
Check your local listings.
and then I got one more episode of that Disney show, All Sin and Alley, and that's actually this Sunday, the 24th.
So yesterday.
Yeah, so go on demand.
So yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I believe that's it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Kale.
For
Cool. I always say the easiest way is to if you just type Khail Anonymous into Google, like the top 5 are my YouTube, my Twitter, my Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
So rather than me spouting off at this, _this, Facebook
that's
this.
smart. I should have done
so
that.
just type in Khail Anonymous into Google, Khail, and then Anonymous, like the word. I think it even has my IMDb with a bunch of stupid shit.
The top 5 headlines
Oh, crap.
are Kale Anonymous Twitter.
Yep, bingo.
Kale
YouTube.
Anonymous YouTube.
Perfect.
So long machinima ellipsis YouTube.
Yeah.
So long machinima. And then from Reddit, Insider Gaming. So is Kale getting a send off? Inside Gaming Reddit. Yeah. So what's
No comment.
No comment on that.
If you YouTube search machinima, I'm like my goodbye machinima videos, like the first one.
That's awesome.
It's like super intense. You're like, machinima, I want to watch some machinima videos, and you're like, whoa, this guy's not happy
That's so
at all.
funny.
All about that SEO.
Yep, exactly. I don't make any money.
He'll
off of that.
actually be appearing as Johnny Knoxville's double.
I'm gonna be Johnny Knoxville. Oh
in
my God.
Jackass 19.
The Rock pointed that out to
Yeah.
me. He
Yeah?
goes, you know, I look
way.
a little bit about like Johnny Knoxville. I was like, cool.
Just like that?
Shut up,
I don't-
Dwayne.
I don't-
can bench you.
Dwayne, this interview is over. You were interviewing me. I like that.
Tap out.
Settle down, Dwayne.
So there you go. Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you guys
Yeah.
for coming.
Yeah.
This was a good time.
No, thank you for having us.
Yeah, this is
course.
great.
So much
As
fun.
usual, you can follow me on Twitter at my name is Razzle2.
And I'm at OsteoFerocious. And if you want to find the podcast on Twitter, well, you can do that at TWL Podcast. You can find us on Facebook. Today we learned with Razzle and Dan. And
You can
the email.
shoot us an email. Today we learn podcast at Gmail.
TWL.
Yep. Today we
Why
learn
not?
podcast at Gmail. Shoot us an email. Shoot us a fact. Shoot us something you don't like about us, and or tell us something you like. And as always, keep giving us great ratings on iTunes, leaving us reviews on the iTunes podcast thing. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, 5 stars on Yelp.
Yep.
I think the cool thing now is to hate on Yelp.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's the cool thing now. It's like because establishments will now put billboards out or chalkboard signs out in front. It says, "Come hate us on Yelp," like Eddie did. And they'll have somebody's username
Really?
on the board. Come hate us on Yelp, like at so and so did, like Eddie 187 did.
Food was good, but during the meal I Googled child soldiers and got super bummed out.
Yeah. So my experience overall was lackluster.
1 star. Good parking.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's like the thing to. So we should not hate them,
on.
but
Yeah.
it's like the thing to do.
All right, well, move on. We'll move on over then to what was it? City Search? Was that a thing?
City Search.
Yeah.
Find
There's like
us
another
on-
one of those rating sites.
I worked at a.
Hot or not for restaurants.
Oh, is it City Search? Was it City
I don't know.
Search? I worked at a restaurant a few years ago called Juicy Burger over on Hollywood
Uh-huh.
Boulevard, and they won Best Burger in LA on City Search, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
The
it's
City
one of those.
Search voters, users voted.
I think there's LAist or something like that.
Yeah,
There's
LAist, they're,
there's the Thrillist.
Thrillist LAist is like
Yeah.
part of the Thrillist.
See them in my inbox all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody outside of Los Angeles is going to know what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
Well, no, there's
what do
other,
you guys-
there's
why
like
do you always have to go
Gothamists.
online
There's
for
Gothamists for New
food?
York.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to eat somewhere.
There's a
and then
whole
tell
there's a
people
whole
about it.
city
Just-
network.
Just know every restaurant in Los Angeles likes to put truffle on.
The
something.
point is, give us a good rating on iTunes.
Yeah, give us a good rating on iTunes and tell your friends to listen to your favorite episode, and we really appreciate it, as you
Yeah.
guys know. Thanks again for joining us, Kale
Thank you.
and Cameron.
Woo! Such a great
And,
show.
As
Hold on,
always-
clap under the table for it.
Yeah.
Do it one more time, guys. Circle
Thanks,
clap.
big shout out to Aristotle for putting up with us again.
Aristotle on the ones and twos.
Aristotle.
Hey, mate, he's doing all right.
You need that.
You can you can follow Aristotle at Aristocos on Twitter.
Cool.
And yeah, thanks again for everybody. And as always,
If you see someone flexing their muscles, tell them to clam down.
Now leaving Nerdist.com.